Yo. So I got something that a lot of people should probably know if you play 2K. But I think this is something a lot of people need to know, and it contains to something that could happen. This should be in Madden. If this was in Madden, I think it would make online gaming better, and therefore it would teach these guys, the bums that we have to play in Madden, the guys who just don't want to get good at the game and get everything handed to them. It would force them to actually have to be good at the game, and you would have to be good at the game at least to compete. And then for sure, then that would start affecting the gameplay of the game because the people who complain about stuff, all the people who complain about the game, who complain about Madden, most of those guys are not good at the game. So if this was that okay, they kept this in the game. If they put this in Madden, I'd say at least 50%, 70% of the game would be better. Just for the fact that the people that you play, it would at least affect the guys you play, the guys suck at the game, even though the game's gonna give those guys breaks to it. But when you do beat somebody, blow somebody out, and just beating somebody that these guys like to quit and stuff. And I'm gonna show you why. It will at least force these guys to be like, dang, maybe I shouldn't be playing this game, or maybe I need to kind of practice before I jump into another online game because it's gonna affect me. So what happens is when you go to play now, I did because yesterday I tried to play some 2K games. My bad. But I tried to play some 2K games and I was on a losing streak. Not a streak, but I lost like three. I was winning, then I lost like three in a row, right? And I was the next two games I was just pissed off because I couldn't shoot. You just can't shoot in this game, right? And I was like, F it, I'm not gonna keep playing. So here's my record, 6-10. I just won one because some guy quit, and that's the thing. What happens is if you go to this play now thing, and if y'all let me know how in the F do you play? Why can't you play this a regular head to head? Like what I want to play with the team I want to play with. At least I mean, they give you a certain amount of teams that you got to play with, and you got to play with those teams, and then you got to keep moving up tiers, and there's different sets of teams that you can play in, it's win and stuff. So what happened is, let's just go to, I lost that game where I lost on junior boy. I went up to junior varsity, right, and it was a close game, it was a great game, and I lost, right. So then I went back down to freshman, and I had got bumped down because you got to win enough games to keep just getting bumped down, kind of like mud. But the fact is, you see that game, 18-29. I left the game. Like, if I couldn't shoot, I couldn't do nothing. I probably could have came back. I came back and won a lot of games down that many. But I'm just pissed off with the game, so I know if I'm gonna quit. Bam. Next game I come out, I'm gonna play with the Bucks and another one. I just can't do nothing. I'm down 9-17. I can't start shooting, so I quit again. And what happened was then, yeah, this is the game that I said. If I think, no, that was the game with the Warriors. That don't worry about that. So once I lost with the Bucks, I quit out and I tried to go back to another game. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me go into the game because you have to keep. It says it'll give you a message that says who you quit, and that's unsportsmanlike. And they're in 2K says it's unsportsmanlike. So if you quit out, you have to wait a whole hour before you can get into another online game. So the people, that's why you have to sit there and take the whooping. You have to sit there and try to figure out how to get good in this game because you can't quitting out no matter how many times you where even if it's at the fourth quarter and the game's gonna be over. They don't want you to quit out until the game is over. And just think about it, because Madden used to kind of be like this, but it wasn't where you like you out. But you at least knew who you wanted to play in regs before you could play, and you could see their record and how many times they didn't quit and their quit percentage and all that stuff. So in this, just think about it. What if Madden implemented something like this in online gaming, where if you quit and all those guys who dashboards, I'm pretty sure they could figure out something with dashboarding and quitting out like that. It would lock you out the game. So let's just say you up on a guy and you're beating him and you beating him bad, you blowing him out 50-0. something. It's 21-0 early in the first quarter. Guess what? You gotta keep playing that game until the game is over. Now I know it's wasting time to get more. Just quit out, man. Quit out. If you're not good, quit. Yeah, give you a chance to quit. Now, okay, I accept that. You go give it a chance to quit, but the guys who mostly wanted this, like the guys who, let's say the guys who would just do stupid stuff, or let's just say a guy who just quits out because he wants to go down. A lot of those guys too, who just suck at the game, so they keep quitting out to go down levels to face the sorry teams, like in MUT, that you get locked out. I just said a guy who just doesn't know how to play the game, and he's just not good. He has to sit there and take this whooping until the game is over. And maybe you can put it in Madden for you have to at least play a certain amount of games before you can quit out. And if you give you early, they give you that. Say if it's 21-0, you gotta you can leave early and get that message. But let's say if you continue on to that game, you need to keep playing that game until it's over. So if you quit out after they gave you a chance to quit the first time, then you get locked out for an hour. So I'm thinking the way they do it in 2K, like you have to really figure out, like, dang, do I really want to jump into an online game? Because if you do, you quit out. They commit time, I think 2 times mostly. 2 times, that's it. You're not gonna get back into it for another hour. And I don't know how many times you quit out before they might ban you out. You can't, because guess what? You can't play my player or nothing. No online game. You can't do none of that until they let you go back in. So just think about it. If Madden implemented something like that, like for MUT, Regs, whatever, especially in MUT, because a lot of these bums in MUT, it would really change the game and how people play it. That's what I believe. It would really change. Like, it would force those guys who really don't know how to play the game to think about it. It's like when you jump to a weekend league game and all this, oh, dang, do I really want to sit this game and get blown out by somebody? Maybe I need to go practice before I jump through this game. Because that's what it does in 2K. I had to go to practice mode and try to figure out how to shoot. And that's still hard to do. Even when I kind of figured out shooting. Like I told you, if you take the shot meter off, you can cut the shot meter off in this game before the game, and I guess before the settings. You can take your shot meter off. Now, I don't know if you like the old 2K way, they can do that now. With the meter, I've kind of figured out kind of the meter. Like I was shooting with Steph Curry. He's a little easier to shoot with, but I'm still missing shots with him. But I'm making some too. So it's I don't know what 2K's shooting is still bad, and I can't say about this. I don't never really play 2K like that. Like I'm playing now. I played a few games, but I think the shooting is still bad. But anyway, I want to point that out. Though that system should go into Madden. If that system came into Madden where you couldn't quit 2 games after you quit and you're gone, hey, the game will probably be better. Now, if they could do something about the gameplay, let's just say a guy was spamming one stupid play, doing something. The guys who do the stupidest stuff and they get away with it. This like, the D-line users who just D-line and sit in cover 3. Just what if the game could just do something like penalize you for? I'm not saying penalize. You can play what you want. Let's just say, okay, you're playing this one defense. The guys are gonna get like tired, or the awareness of the offense should start being like, okay, these plays. Let's just say something like, if you do coaches, like let's say you have a coach, your assistant coach pops in and say, hey, he's running these same plays, and they give you a list of plays that are going to guarantee to beat these plays until he gets out of that defense. These plays right here are going to get you yards unless he does any adjustment. If he doesn't do any adjustment, because the bums like they don't do no adjustments. And so let's just say they send you a whole list of plays that say, bam, you run these plays. If he doesn't make any adjustments, keep running these set of plays. Like maybe a pop up in your play calling screen, and you can pick the ones you want. Let's think about it. It would force these guys to have to go play different defenses. And bam, damn, they're like, dang, I gotta actually play defense now. I can't sit in one coverage and this D-line use and let my computer do everything. And I gotta figure out how to play this game before I gotta sit in this game and actually play it before I get into the game and figure out if I want to sit here and take a whooping. Because if I don't, if I quit out, I can't play for an hour. So hey, I think it would help this game a lot, like a whole lot in Madden. Now 2K, the shooting is still kind of bad, and I'm still trying to figure it out, man. I'm still trying to figure this game out too. But yeah, that's why I want to drop a like of this if you want to. If you think that's a good idea, if you play 2K, you know how this quitting thing works. Do you like it? Do you not? Let me know.